Mr. CEO P, Mr. RockTheMicNews.com, Mr. Pick of the Week, every Sunday, 103 Jams, 9 o'clock with your boy DJ Jack of Spades. Well, it's not about all that right now, man. Hot Topic Phoneaview. I got a guy on the phone, man, and I don't even know if you know how serious his skill level is. I'm talking about engineering. I'm talking about on the production end. I'm talking about as an artist. I'm even talking about shooting videos. So we're going to definitely get into how he's a triple threat. We're going to get into all your questions. I'm talking about Supa P. Supa P, what up, man?
What's good, good brother?
What's going on, man? You know you've been a topic of discussion, man, off and on for a long time, man. You know what I mean? So we got to get a lot of things cleared up, man.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Let's just start with who you are, man. Tell them, you know, where you grew up, and tell them what Supa P, young Supa P, life is like, bro. You know what I mean? Let's take it back.
Man.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm from Norfolk originally. I'm from Norfolk originally. I grew up Diggs Park area. Then we moved to Coleman Place, man. Then I moved to the beach. Beach gave me my swag, man. Like right now, I just kind of feel like, you know, like I don't hate on no other city. I got love for everybody, man. It's just, you know, I'm so glad to see the beach rocking how we rocking right now. Like we got a buzz.
You're not the only one saying that. You're not the only one saying that. Go ahead, keep going, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know, man, but like, yeah, man, like, you know, man, I've been in a lot of different areas, man. I lived in Atlanta, I've lived in a couple of different places, man, you know what I mean? But, you know, Virginia's my home, man, born and raised, man. I'm a country nigga. I eat chitlins, everything still, man.
Now, Supa P, man, being from the V, what would you like to see happen the most out here in the V? Like, if you had one request that you can, somebody sat in front of you, millions of dollars, they say, look, man, anything that you want to happen in this area, I can make it happen. What would be the number one thing that you want changed, or number one thing you would want to happen in this area?
Personally, I would like to see everybody or one person make it, and then, like, invest into, like, our area, our market, our scene. Like, put some money back into that. Make it look like it looks in Atlanta. That's why Atlanta looks the way it looks. You got Jermaine Dupri throwing parties and inviting locals to come party with celebrities for a low price. You know what I mean? Like, it's all business, man, and that's where everybody get it. It don't matter about your music, man. Like, your music can be, like, the dopest thing in America, man, and nobody never hear you. It's dope artists from here, Greer back in the day. I don't know if people remember Wildlife, DMP. You got a lot of people from around here that are dope. You know what I mean?
Took it back. I call that the golden era of the V. You took it back. Man, Wildlife.
Yeah.
Yo, they was
Gate all of them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. They was killing, man. You know what I mean? And I mean, I just feel like that's what we missing. You know what I mean? It doesn't take, you will never unify Virginia. We're in a place where it's crabs everywhere. Your girlfriend don't like the fact that you're doing good music. But you can make it so that, you know what I mean, that one person has made it and came back and pulled out the elite good artists and make a scene so that maybe the next generation can unify. But you won't do it with this one. We too old. We stuck in our ways.
So basically you're saying the focus needs to be on the next generation and basically building something and leaving something that they could carry the torch on and begin to make some changes.
Yeah, if you had 4 millionaires in this circuit that everybody's in right now, if you had 4 millionaires in that circuit, the next generation would be good. Because if I hear a dope artist, I'm going to do what Jay-Z did. I'm going to go and sign a Beans. I'm going to sign Chris and Neef. I'm going to sign these different young people and give them opportunities. And Virginia is one place we got a dope market. Yeah, J. Cole.
Even now, J. Cole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so let's go into some of the topics of discussion. How would you, let's get it from your perspective, how would you describe your personality, and how do you think people take you or take you wrong or just whatever? Let's just speak on how your perception is you know, what you think it is, what you want it to be, and what it actually is?
I think people confuse me with a gangster. When I'm not a gangster, I'm a rebel. It's different.
What's the difference?
Everybody wants to be a G or a gangster, but them dudes that was old school on the blocks, like from the beach in Norfolk that I saw, and even Newport News, out Stewart Gardens and all these places I was at the time, they weren't gangsters. They were rebels. These were dudes who had a knowledge of God, knew who God was, lived by that every day, knew when they did wrong, they expected bad karma back, they didn't snitch because they laid down for what they did, they had morals. You know, so I'm not a gangster or none of that. I'm just a conscious dude, but I'm a man. Like, it's just certain man laws you're not going to break with me, and I'm not going to say nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think people take that out of context. You know what I mean? Because of what they see on TV. They take that out of context. Bad.
Where do you think is, how do you feel about what's going on in the streets today with the youth, and what do you think is the cause of that? Since you bring up rebels, what do you think is out in the streets right now?
See, when we grew up, it was different. Like, kids are growing up in an era now where they don't have nobody in a home or nobody in a area that they can kind of look up to. Even if it was the dope dealer on the block that we looked up to, we still looked up to a dude that had solid morals. You don't know why he might be dope dealing. His mom might have been on crack. He got 4 or 5 sisters at the house, and he's hustling to make sure everybody in that house eats. And that's the reason why he made it out of the game. He didn't go to penitentiary. He made it out of the game. He had no greed. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, the kids now, man, like, they look at 2 Chainz and they hear the stories that everybody rap about bricks and foreign cars and all these things you're rapping about, and nobody has it.
You know what? You brought a great example up. You know, I really, and you know, I'm going to just I don't usually throw my own opinion in there, but I really sometimes I think people in the social media, man, and behind these keyboards are unrealistic. Let's talk about the 2 Chainz robbery. Like, how do you feel about that? Because I really just feel, you know, people online were crucifying him when they pulled the pistols and he was pistolless. You know what I mean? What was supposed to happen? What's your feeling on this 2 Chainz robbery, man, while we here?
My thing is, if you're a rapper out here and you definitely don't have any felonies, you should have a gun license. And I'm going to leave it at that. And I preach that to everybody. Get a gun license. They can't do nothing to you, or they will have to literally make a new law to take your gun from you if you're doing everything right. So when situations like that happen, you can protect yourself. And you don't have to.
Like, as an artist, why do you feel like they need a gun license and need a gun on them? As an artist?
I mean, what are you rapping about? If you rapping about the strawberry fields and fairies, I don't think nobody gonna run up on you but a drag queen. If you rapping about selling bricks and you got hundreds of pounds in your house, well, a nigga's gonna believe that if you look like it.
So basically, you're saying if I was a rapper and I'm in the Will Smith lane, I'm safer from that versus somebody of the caliber of a Rick Ross or Meek Mills that's actually rapping about street life.
Let's be realistic.
Okay.
You're not going to run up on a white person and rob them. You see what I'm saying? Unless you got a hell of a scheme. You see what I'm saying? Because you know that they can call the police, and it's cool for them to call the police.
Right.
And you can't call them snitch, rat.
Yeah. Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, you know, them rappers in them lanes, they the same way. You can't just run up on Will Smith and not have 9 police detectives on your ass as soon as you do it. No, it's going to happen.
Right. Interesting point, man. Now, let's get to, let's talk music, man. We've been talking this too much. Tell them how long you've been engineering, man, and really who put you on the engineering and production game, man. Educate them, because I don't think they know how deep your skill level runs.
Yeah, I mean, I've been engineering music since maybe 2003, 2004. I started off, though, at a young age with Brian Turner. He used to work for Teddy Riley's studio. He's got credits on Michael Jackson Invincible album. Keon Moore actually took me over. Keon George, I'm sorry, actually took me the first time to his studio, man, and showed me everything. And then I started recording myself. Then he showed me how to engineer myself. And I've been around a lot of other good engineers, Norman Goswick, man, from Amani Pro. I've been around a good lot of engineers that really engineer their music, so, you know, I learned a lot.
What about shooting videos? How did you get introduced to, you know, wanting to shoot videos, and what are some of the videos you got out there?
DJ Buddy Lee. You know, DJ Buddy Lee, man, like, he did my first slideshow video for me, and I watched him do that. And then I learned how to do that. Then I learned how to formulate, how to put frames together, then how to put scenes together, and then how to make a film look like a film, and then it just went from there.
All right, let's go to the music. You just got the single deal with FaseWorld. You got
shout out Face, man, my homie. Yeah, shout out Face World, man, that's my dude.
You got the single out there bubbling now. That's Double Dare, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. Now I do have a question about it, because I've heard some of your other stuff. I got a two-part question. One, how'd you meet Face, and why did you make the decision to go with Fase World Entertainment as the single deal? And well, let's stay there, and then we'll go to the next question.
Okay. Man, me and Face had been talking for a while about doing business, and it was just, you know, I watched a lot of other people and how they operated, and to me, they already had full rosters. Like, a lot of people approached me like, yo, bro, you're dope. You're doing all these things in house. Come rock with us. And, you know, I took everybody into consideration. To me, Face had the most ambition behind my project than anybody would have, because he could focus on me and Fame P at the same time and not have 10 other artists to, you know, focus on.
Smart. So what, now let's talk about the single Double Dare. Now, first, some of the other material that I've heard, I'm sure your catalog is way larger than what I was able to research on, you know, SoundCloud and all that. But it seems like, you know, I mean, you went a little south, went a different route versus the, you know, when we think of Supa P, we think, you know, not saying the bars wasn't on there, but, you know, we thinking slaughterhouse bars, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What made you go with that approach on Double Dare?
I want some money.
It was simple.
Simple. That's like cause look, like, all right, bro, like, I got a team of people around me that tell me, like, you know, when some people don't have that team that'll tell them, yo, you're over rapping a song, dog. Like, you just got on the song, dog, and spit 900 cocaine bars on the trap beat. Nobody's gonna repeat that in the club. You know what I mean? And I had that type of team around me. So, you know, the first time I laid Double Dare down, I went back myself and cut out certain bars that were ill.
So you actually went in a little more.
Yeah, exactly.
And went back and dumbed it down a little bit for the public.
Exactly. You need that, though. You know what I mean? A million people, like, you know, when I drop Equinox, my album is going to consist of music that a man in Germany fighting in a war that hates the government that he's working for is going to relate to, and a kid with his skinny jeans sitting inside of his room looking at a 2 Chainz poster. I'm going to give him a new view. You don't have to be that.
When is that project coming?
I was going to drop this month. I think I'm going to wait and hold my project and go ahead and shoot the Double Dare video first and push my single a little more and, you know, get that buzzing, because, you know, projects really don't matter, man. Everybody drop albums.
You're right.
None of that matters.
Yeah. You said something real great, and I think a lot of artists don't realize it. We just going to stick with that, then we're going to get to the hottest topic of the day that everybody want to know. You got to push that single. Like, I don't know if people realize right now in this market it's a single, like in the industry period, it's a single market. It's not really about the album. I just think the album is there, of course, to place a masterpiece on it. You know what I mean? The single on the masterpiece, and of course, to charge some more money for some more music. But if you don't have that radio, if you don't have something, you know, that really attracts the public, then, you know, it's gonna be really rough. And I think that's what a lot of, you know, artists are starting to run into. You know what I'm saying?